Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for listening on the computer to this podcast. And we have some great sponsors. I got a great sponsor for this podcast coming back again. So many people come in the store after I talked about this last time on the computer, and it just sold right off the shelves. Everybody come in for some of that delicious hose water. Yes, that's my sponsor once again. Delicious tasting hose water. Tastes just like water that you drank out of your daddy's hose when you're running around in the grass on a hot summer day. Takes you back to those times when you remember when you was a youngin'. And I tell you what, it just delicious, just tastes so good, just like it come out of a hose. I run out of it, so I had to call them up and have them bring another trunk load over at the car, and I've got it restocked. So come on in, go back to simpler times. One sip keeps it simple, and that's delicious hose water. Yeah, they just brought some over.
Who's making this hose water?
You know Rio McElroy.
Rio McElroy makes this.
Him and his boys, yeah.
Rio McElroy and his boys are behind hose water.
They are the founder, the CEO of hose water.
Rio McElroy and his boys are the CEO.
Well, he is. His boys work for him, help him fill up the bottles and get it. Yeah,
he fills up the bottles himself.
His boys help him do that. He runs. He's the one. It's his idea. It's his brainchild, whatever you want to call it.
Idea man.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and it's a hell of an idea. Tastes just like it. I drink it. Sometimes you want regular water. Sometimes you want hose water. Just have it in the car.
There's no reason to choose between them. You can
get either one.
Have them both at the same time.
He ain't trying to run regular water out of business. He's just providing the people.
Is there a danger that he's going to run regular water out of business? Is it that popular already?
I went off the shelves in here. It just flew right off.
So if you wanted to, you could, like if you like hose water and you like regular water, which I guess is on the endangered species list now because hose water come out, you could cut the hose water. If you're like, I like hose water, but I don't like that much hose in it, you can put some regular water in, kind of mix it together.
You can do whatever you want to it. Once you buy it, that's fine. I don't care but you got to start with hose water, and it's delicious. Rio McElroy, CEO, founder of Hose Water, he brought over another car trunk full, and it's here on the shelves. It's also located at various establishments here in Murfreesboro.
Is he just... So this is coming out of an actual hose?
Well, that's how it gets you. Last time you asked me, and some other people on the computer asked, like, does it come out of the hose or just, I know it tastes like it come out of the hose, it's got that hose taste.
They could add chemicals to it.
I don't know about that. I think hose water comes with enough chemicals as is coming out the hose, because I found out, I asked Rio, he said, sure enough, it comes straight out the hose. So all you people out there enjoying delicious hose water, just know it's straight from the hose. One sip keeps it simple. Delicious hose water. Y'all come on down here to the store.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what?
So there's no plant, there's no government oversight to make sure he's not poisoning. He's just out in the yard.
Hell, the government's the one giving the water. It's the state run. If you got a problem with the water from the government, go talk to the government.
Well, I don't want to talk to the government.
Well, neither do I. Why
are
you putting that on Rio?
That's Rio McElroy is the middleman.
He's running a business.
What's his water bill like?
That's where you rush out and buy some now, so you don't run out.
So it's just him in the yard, and he's got 7 or 8 boys. So they just work in shifts, just keep that hose running all the time, filling that water up?
I had it in here. We talked about it on this thing on the computer last week. People come from Smyrna and McMinnville both, and I think a couple come from Woodbury. I didn't know anybody there even listened to us on here. And they said, you got that hose? I said, yes, sir, I do. It's gone. It flew off the shelves, and he brought, like I said, another car trunk full of hose water. Come on down and get it.
The amazing part of that story is that our reach spans the Smyrna, Woodbury, McMinnville triangle, that we go that deep into the Murfreesboro area. I didn't know we had listeners in Woodbury either, but potential sponsors, if you're wanting to reach that Woodbury demographic, you're going to want to get on this podcast, because you can see we're selling water that some son of a bitch and his idiot sons standing out.
I want to see you tell Rio McElroy to his face. You call him a SOB to his face. I ought to come over here and knock the hell out of you for doing it on here. Why would you say that? Why would you call the man a name? He's providing the public with a product that they obviously want, and you running him down. You just jealous of everybody is what it is.
I went to school with some of the McElroy boys, and I thought the reason he kept having kids was he was trying to get one that had a half an ounce of sense. Just like, well, this was something wrong with it. Let's just keep going. Because I was in there. I started out in kindergarten with Danny McElroy, and then he started getting left behind, and I wound up for a few years. I was in there with Randy McElroy, and he was in my class because he kept failing, and he made it out a couple times. But then by the end of it, I was in there with Sandy McElroy. When I graduated, and Sandy didn't. And Sandy was pushing 26.
All right, enough. Get on here and run his family down. That's what.
It's a fact.
I tell you this much: if all of them were still in the first grade, at least they got a damn job. You ain't got one. You sit there and say, I was in this grade and this and that. They all helping the daddy. They all filling up bottles of water, at least being productive member of society, and you just sit back judging them, running them down.
I'm not disparaging the product. I have not sampled it. It may be delicious.
It is delicious. It's delicious hose water, yeah.
It may be the most delicious thing in the world. But if your job is standing in the yard with a hose pointing it into an old Dr. Pepper bottle, that ain't much of a job. It's something.
It's more than you got.
That is true. I wonder if they're hiring.
You already said he got 8, 9 boys. He don't need nobody else over there doing that.
I used to be pretty good friends with one of them, Randy or Sandy, or they all look alike.
Well, if you're friends with them, I'm sure they ain't friends with them no more if they listen on here, which I know they do, because he was excited to hear. He said, when you going to do what part of the podcast you going to do the sponsor? And I said, well, we do them on the front end of it now. So you keep going on. Call Rayo McElroy SOB again on there.
Well, he's
going to be listening to this.
He knows I was kidding. It's like you say, McDonald's, that SOB. It's just sort of a acknowledgement of how great their products are. It's how I think of it. And when I said his boys failed and were stupid, I meant that in sort of as a testament to their perseverance. Well, they never give up.
Come on down the store and see how they take it. Well, they'll be bringing it, because I know we'll sell out of this.
I'm trying to explain to them right now, because they all built like fire plugs. They stout men.
Yeah, stout SOBs.
I wouldn't say SOBs.
Ignorant SOBs coming from you.
I think I said ignorant.
Rio McElroy and his boys.
I think I said talented.
That come from Dunlap.
If you remember at the top, I said he was an idea man, which to me is the ultimate compliment.
Well, we'll see what he thinks of that. I know we're going to run out of this hose water here quick, so he'll be down here to restock, and I'll make sure he knows you're here.
Well, I can't wait to get my hands on some of that delicious hose water and pour it in my mouth.
Well.
Geniuses. We got a bunch of geniuses here in Murfreesboro.
Oh, yeah, well.
And some great sponsors. And, Jackie, I want to thank you in particular for bringing the hose water back as a sponsor for a second week. And Rio McElroy and Randy and Sandy and Andy and
yeah, there's more than that. There's a lot of them.
Randy, yeah.
All of them. Ignorant as could be, according to you.
No, I didn't. Well, I just said they had some. You know who? The way Common Core and the way the education system is set up, and if it wasn't Common Core, it was whatever was before that. And just they teach you how to take a test, but they can't teach you that get up and go gumption that somebody like the Andy McElroy and his daddy, wonderful father,
the SOB Rio McElroy.
I didn't mean.
Well, that's what you. It's what you said earlier, and I'm
it's
sure
not
he'll
their
remember.
fault that they were held back
If
so
he-
many times.
He still listen. I just want to remind him because
Hey.
it was earlier. You called him a SOB and
If I
called
had
all of his children
known
ignorant. So.
he was listening to this, I probably would have phrased things differently. Because if I know him, he's
Oh,
not
he's listening. He got excited. He was like, "Are you gonna do it?" You know, he didn't know what it was. I had to explain it to him. You know, he give $25 again. He said, "Well, I'm gonna listen to that." My boy got a computer.
It is hard for me to. One of them has a computer.
Well, yeah, that's what he says.
Hard to believe.
Well,
Anyway, there ain't much for running. I could always outrun them. So hopefully that still holds true.
well, you ain't. You know, back in school, you had to run from them. A couple of them, I remember stories, but you didn't have near as much weight on you back in as you do now. I don't know how. If you got to run at full speed, I can't see how fast that would be. I mean, to move all that.
My heart would give out.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. So, my sponsor's back from last week as well, Jackie. Moving on.
Yeah.
And because it's tax time here, and I know Don Podge.
Oh yeah.
Don Podge's Tax Whiz got a good response. A lot of people flying their American flags upside down to signal distress.
Yeah, he knows you're in trouble. Yeah.
And to let Don Podge know that they need some help with their taxes. And then, of course, the next step in that is he will leave a note for you somewhere on your compound. And then you are to signal him twice with signal flares, 2 signal flares, and he will approach you at some point. Just come up to you. You're supposed to keep your receipts on you at all times.
Yeah, better have those. He gonna need those. Yeah.
Because you never know from whence he will appear.
Some people, the new listeners, if you listen to this, it seems like it's a lot to go through just to get your taxes done. But Don Podge is a serious man. He does a good job.
He's a great accountant.
Yeah, he
and
is.
the difference between like Don Podge and H&R Block is that Don Podge, for the new listeners, does not believe that we owe the government a goddamn cent.
Well, yeah.
It is not their place to put their hands in our pockets. We did not elect president in air quotes, or quotes, regular quotes, Barack Obama, to rob us of every last cent. The Constitution and the founders spelled it out verbatim. In the Constitution, we do not owe the government a fucking penny.
Hey,
that is in the Constitution.
It says that it makes that point, but not with the language you're using. They didn't say that.
That would be.
And Don Podge don't say that. I don't know if he likes you associating.
I don't know
kind of language.
What happened to Mount Rushmore, where they were going with that. Did somebody die, or did they finish it? I'm not sure. It was a big undertaking that they were doing, right? But nobody's ever going to do any more work on it. They're not going to give them torsos or anything, are they?
What?
Because I heard Don Podge told me that the reason Mount Rushmore was going to be more complete than that, but it was going to say, you do not owe the government one fucking cent. That was going to be carved into the mountain under those big faces.
Enough at the mouth.
And, military-industrial complex got wind of that, and the artist was assassinated. So that is why, back to Don Podge, and I went through what you need to do to contact Don Podge last week of Don Podge's Tax Whiz. Carry your receipts with you at all time. I mean, he's just going to throw them into the river or set them on fire, but you need them. That's an important step. He's a traditional man.
You have to work with him. He can't do it all himself. Yeah.
He makes the rules.
But you got to,
The important thing that I left out is when Don Podge approaches you and, he's going to pull up alongside you in your car or he's going to drop down at you from a tree. He's also a master of disguise now. He's been working on this since last tax season because he knew that he was getting in more and more trouble. The more people he successfully prevents from paying any money to the government, he's under more surveillance. The NSA's after him. He's not living at home anymore. He can't live in his compound. He's taking it on the road, and he's a master of disguise. So you're not going to recognize Don Podge.
What? You're not going to recognize?
Somebody might come up to you and you go, why is Charlie Chaplin asking me for a bag of receipts? It's not Charlie Chaplin. 10 to 1 is Don Podge.
Oh.
Why is this homeless person here in downtown Nashville asking me for my receipts?
Man, it could be just a crazy-ass homeless person is what it could be. They ask for all sorts of stuff. You don't know what they...
There is a chance of that, but if you've gone through the steps to signal Don Podge and you've flown your flag upside down and he's left a note for you on your property and you've set off 2 signal flares and then you get approached in downtown Nashville by a homeless person who asks you for your receipts, 99% chance that's Don Podge.
Well, yeah.
Now, if you wind up just giving a homeless person your receipts, that's fine. Because, I mean, he was just going to...
He's going to burn them up, tear them up anyway.
He's going to kick them into the gutter.
Well,
he has taken somebody's receipts and go, you know what I think of these? And then giving them to a homeless person.
But he had to prove a point to Obama government and let it's about freedom is what it's about.
And the homeless person tied that sack of receipts up at the end and made it into a pillar.
Well,
everybody wins.
Yeah.
Except, guess who?
Obama loses that, yeah.
Obama loses out.
Yep.
Also, Don Podge has been sleeping in chimneys lately.
What?
So if you hear some rustling in the roof and you think, oh, I need to clean that out, or there's some sparrows up there. Yeah, he can't, because he knows the government's going to look for him either on his compound, which he cleared out of that a long time ago before somebody set it on fire, or in the woods. So he can't live in the woods.
Well, so woods, yeah.
He likes to get a bird's eye view of the thugs, the brown shirts, when they come from him. So he's living on the rooftops.
A rooftop in the chimney.
Batman.
Batman.
I mean, Batman doesn't sleep in chimneys.
No, he goes home at the end of the day.
Well, he
got a butler, everything else.
Yeah.
Well, he got a car too. He don't.
I bet though that at some point Batman got tired and was like, I can't just sleep.
He took a nap somewhere. Yeah.
But it might have been in a chimney.
I don't remember ever that on TV.
Well, they wouldn't show everything Batman does during the day. They don't show Batman.
During the day, he don't even out during the day. He out at nighttime, going out at night. I know Don Podge does too. That's more like Batman than just sleeping on chimney, just being out, moving around at night.
That is like Batman. You're right. That is a better.
That's more because chimney don't mean
because he sleeps in the.
That's Santa Claus. His chimney is Santa Claus.
Yeah, you're right. I should have said kind of like Santa Claus. And the gift is, you're fucking Obama in the ass.
All right. I'm not going to hear the language.
You know who else it's like is because sometimes if he can't fit in the chimney, he will sleep on top of the chimney like Snoopy.
What? Snoopy didn't. Snoopy slept on doghouse down on the chimney.
That's a good disguise, Snoopy.
What?
If Snoopy approaches you, like escapade size Snoopy, get somebody in a Snoopy suit, and you think, what are you selling? Fucking Dolly Madison? Get out of my face.
Hey.
And he's like, give me your receipts. That is Don Podge.
He's just going to put on costume, no matter what it is.
He puts on
Charlie
costume.
Chaplin.
He does Charlie Chaplin, homeless person. I'm going to recommend he do a Snoopy suit. Dr. Bombay from Bewitched.
Well, Snoopy suit for the children and make it entertaining for...
And Dr. Bombay for the adults.
Bombay.
He sort of looked like Dr. Bombay anyway.
Ah.
And those are pretty much his disguises. But he is a master of those.
I didn't know he could
3
do all
disguises.
that.
And when I tell him about Snoopy, probably 4.
Well...
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, it's Jackie Brawls.
Hey, there, it's Dunlap.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Red State Update podcast.
Yeah.
Again, for the week of whatever, first week of April.
It's 29th day, right?
Last day, today's the 30th. We're recording this
Is it the
on
30th
Sunday,
or the 29th?
April 30th.
Yeah.
In the afternoon. Next week, April Fool's Day coming up, Jackie. You got any good pranks planned?
I don't think that. I don't put no thought into that. People act foolish all the damn time now. I don't need a day for it. Well, that's how I feel.
I got something planned for you.
Well,
I'm going to pull a good prank on you.
how's that going to be like any other day? It's going to be like just any day of the week. You aggravating the tar out of me. Well,
remember at one time when I took the sugar bowl and I took the salt shaker and I pissed in both of them?
that ain't funny.
Oh, Lord.
And that wasn't even trying to be snaky. You got up and did it in front of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't do it like to snake it. You just picked it up. The drunk fool idiot.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's okay to enjoy a little alcohol, calm your nerves, this that. Every time you drink, you up paying on stuff.
Yeah. The original plan was we were sitting there waiting for you to turn your back. You know, early in the morning, we're like, we're going to switch the salt shaker and the sugar bowl. Sugar and the salt on Jackie. And then, you just kept sitting there eyeing us because you knew something was up, but I kept drinking, so I got drunker and drunker, and I just got madder and madder. And I thought the whole thing was stupid, and I just pissed all over everything.
Well,
I
was about to say it wasn't just a salt shaker sugar bowl, the whole damn table,
the whole
everything.
Table, really, in reality.
I made you clean that up.
And then I was mopping. You ever tried to mop up your own piss drunk as shit?
More people do that, the less people be acting that way. That's the reason I made damn sure you did that.
Well, I didn't learn my lesson.
Well,
and
you
then
try to use a bathroom in this store ever again.
I'm banned from the actual bathroom. I can't go in there anymore.
Nope.
I wrote too many funny jokes on the wall.
Ain't none of that funny. It's filth. Filthy ain't funny all the time. Writing filth in my establishment, my place, about people I know, friends of mine. It is not funny. That's not funny. Somebody I know, they don't know who write that in there.
They think you did it?
I would hope not, but it's my place. It's somebody have to go use the restroom and read about the wife or the children or anything. It's not funny.
I signed some of it, Jackie.
Well,
so says Jackie Broles. My problem is I pull so many good pranks all throughout the year when it comes to
none
April
of that's
1st.
good. Writing dirty stuff and paying on things ain't no kind of prank. It
That's
ain't no
solid.
kind of funny. No, it's just
Those
a
are
drunk.
solid,
it's
good
just
pranks.
drunk, sad behavior from a grown man is what it is. That is what that is. It's not funny to nobody.
Remember when I called and pretended to be your wife's stroke doctor and said she'd passed away? You need to get to the hospital immediately.
It was in bad. I knew it was you, but it was still. That's a horrible thing to say to somebody.
I know. That was Christmas Eve too. That wasn't even April Fool's. Why'd I do it on Christmas?
I don't know.
I could have saved that up. Oh, I was
Like I
afraid
said,
she was really gonna die, and I'd miss my opportunity.
Oh hell!
I apologized to her though.
She didn't do nothing to deserve that.
Right, but she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know I did any of
Well,
that.
no, she didn't.
But
It don't make it right whether what she knows or don't. That don't make anything right or wrong what a stroke victim knows.
she don't need to be collateral damage in my satire.
Yeah. Pitiful.
That was a good Christmas Eve prank. That was a good Christmas
Well,
Eve
I
prank.
didn't-
That's probably my top Christmas Eve
You the
prank.
only one enjoyed it. Just you. I don't see how that's funny to anybody.
Remember when we
I
come
couldn't
in-
even understand what you was saying half the time. You was drunk as hell, just saying your wife, blah, blah, blah,
What'd you
they
think?
this or that. I just thought it was you calling me drunk. I didn't know what the hell you saying.
And you didn't rush down to the hospital or anything. It was
It
too
was
bad.
you. Why would I? The only reason I wouldn't even rush down there if you was there, it'd be like you calling me from your hospital bed, drunk in a car wreck, something. I wouldn't know the difference whether it's a joke or something horrible. That's your view of life. You in a coma, drooling, mumbling something, or drunk off your rear end. It's the same to me.
Remember at Christmas Eve, we stole your Christmas tree, and we was going to move it out in the garage. She'd be like, who put my Christmas tree out in the garage?
You just knocked it over. You didn't move it nowhere. You just knocked it over on the ground. That ain't moving it. That ain't just knocking it over.
I stomped on it some, too.
Oh, hell. None of this is funny. Somebody tell him that none of this is funny.
Good Christmas Eve pranks.
No, just
good.
Old
Christmas
man
Eve
having
pranks.
to put it back up.
See, I wish we had Alan Fun in there with his camera. Hiding camera, just hiding in the closet.
I never understood that show. I'd knock a tar out of that man.
Filming you, old man, back hurt, putting his Christmas tree up.
People
Shit.
think mocking somebody's funny. That's what everybody thinks.
Oh, Lord. Good Christmas Eve prank. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, Christmas Eve edition of April 1st edition, March 30th edition of the podcast. You know, if we had thought about April Fools coming up, we could have played a good prank on everybody, Jackie.
What? I don't do that. As I say, it's a waste of time.
We sitting there like, what are we going to talk about on this podcast? We ain't got nothing to talk about. And then, dang, could have done a big prank on everybody. April Fools. We could have got on.
I know it like War of the Worlds, something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like aliens are coming. You stupid sons of bitches.
Well, back then people didn't know no better. Nowadays people wouldn't think twice of it.
Praying for aliens to come and zap them out of their miserable existences. Lord knows I am. Come on down, fellas. Get your death ray pointed right at me.
Back in, though, when the old Orson Welles got on radio, they scared the hell out of people. People scared to death because they listened to radio. Ain't nothing, didn't know no better.
We could have got on here and started talking all liberal, like, better sign up for Obamacare. Deadline's coming up, and get you good health insurance. And he's doing a great job, ain't he, Jackie? Just play along. Maybe somebody will start it late in the podcast.
Fine.
Something came up and they weren't listening to the first part.
Hell.
Just they won't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's calling us next week to be on here. He's everywhere else trying to do it.
Well, I don't think he stooped so far as podcasts.
Well, if anybody going to stoop that low, it's Obama. As I say, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm looking forward to it the day he calls me up. Say, hey, old Jackie Bros, I won't be on your podcast. Tell everybody I'm going to tell him what's what, and I'll be polite. I won't use that kind of language I'd use to somebody else because he is president, but I'll tell him what's what.
We'd get a lot of downloads if he came on our podcast.
I don't care nothing about no download.
No, I know. It's what's important is what's best for this country and all that stuff. I'm just saying we get a lot of downloads. We'd probably move up the iTunes list if we got the president.
I don't even know what it is.
I'm just saying, before you tell, if Obama calls you and wants to come on this podcast and plug Obamacare, let him come on.
No.
Let him come on. Let us get the downloads, and then you tell him what's what.
On here.
Maybe do the whole podcast, and then like in the parking lot, as he's leaving, tell him what's what.
I'll tell him what's what. You were saying do it like somebody's listening. I don't care. It's just between me and him. I ain't trying to show off for nobody. I want to tell him what's what.
I know you won't tell Obama what's what.
I ain't trying to show off on the computer, anybody. Just me and him alone. I don't need on the telephone. That's enough for me.
To the stratosphere of podcasting fame. I want to get some of that podcast money.
Ain't no money.
I want to get some of them podcast girls.
Ain't none of that stuff's real.
Podcast fame, Jackie. And if Obama can serve a purpose to meet my needs, if he can help me meet my needs, I'll let him come on this podcast and sell whatever bullshit he's coming up with today.
Well, I ain't going to have nothing to do with it.
I stand for a few things, but not any that would get in the way of me making that money.
Don't anybody
getting them girls?
Well, all right. Now there's people that have plenty of that stuff already. You talk about, say, like Ellen. She got plenty of money. She got all kinds of those lesbian women's around, all everything she wants, and she got all that money. And she don't need any of that. She still have him on there, and say thank you and this and that.
You get in that position, you gotta have more. You gotta keep it coming. You gotta get your fix. Get that money fixed.
She got all of them. What is she doing it for? She ain't got none. And anybody with any sense in their mind, liberal or not, you know it don't work. You just trying to ruin people's lives.
Maybe she likes to ruin people's lives.
No, she does not. She's funny and bright and dance, brings joy to everybody's life on TV. Why you want to jeopardize that?
You like Ellen that much?
I'm just saying when it's on, I don't watch it all the time. She's funny and, dancing. She's got a nice smile, pleasant to.
Do you have a crush on Ellen?
I ain't got no crush on Ellen. Now, don't start that. I'm just saying she's kind of funny, and she, just.
Is she the new Joy Behar in your life?
Oh, hell. She ain't no Joy B. Har.
It broke your heart, Ellen, on there pushing the president's bullshit.
Well, she ain't got no business doing that. Be an entertainer. Don't get him on there. You got the whole world, everybody tuning in. You got the whole world in your hand. Wouldn't she just do Oscar show? Academy Award. She just did that. He's just sitting riding high. Just Ellen doing best as good as she ever did in her life, her whole career. And she's riding, and then they just blow it down the toilet.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Jackie, but your lesbian girlfriend, she needs everything. She's got a big old house. She needs 2 of them. You never sit there in the lap of luxury and go, oh, I got everything I need. You think, I need 2 of these. And then when you get 2, you need, I need 3 boats. Hell. Once you get everything you need, then you think, well, I just need multiples of it.
I guess that's what happens out there. You go to Hollywood, all goes to your head. I need another swimming pool. I need another this. I need Obamacare, this or that. Telling poor people, she got insurance. Her and all those Hollywood people got insurance. They can pay for it. They ain't got nothing to worry about. They're stirring up stuff and irritating everybody else. I just don't know why she throw it away like that. She's over with me. I don't have nothing to do with her.
Sorry, Ellen. Your old, decrepit, backwoods, redneck, toothless, hillbilly boyfriend just broke up with you on this podcast. Hate for you to hear it this way. Not that you will ever hear it. Time for our clip of the week, Jackie.
Clip of the week? Oh, yeah, we doing clip of the week now, yeah.
Well, we did a clip of the week last week.
Colonel Sanders.
On the PTL Club.
PTL, old Jim Baker, give out chicken. He talked about getting the polyp out. Animal, got it out, and he had his preacher on there, too.
Go back, listen to the podcast. A good clip of the week, or just go to YouTube and Google Colonel Sanders PTL Club.
It's good.
It's good. It's a good clip of the week.
And this week, it's PTL clip of the week, right? Because we got...
What? No, it's just clip of the week.
No, it's PTL clip of the week.
Did you find another PTL?
Well, that's what the clip was this week is Mickey Rooney on there. Now, this one ain't got Jim Baker. Now, I think what you want of the PTL Club, we all know what he did and ruined it in the ground and stuff, but just you got to look back before all that happened. It was good TV. It was some of the best TV on. You had singing.
It could be just gripping.
It was the best. You just watched PTL Club. It didn't matter you're religious, this or that. Everybody tuned in to PTL Club. Come on.
Did they? I don't remember that so much.
We sure did. We watched it all the time.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
He seemed like a nice guy, but then, when you find out he just ripping everybody off, it's like, well, that makes sense. With TV preachers, some of them do it. But as far as it just being...
As being a showman.
A show, like a talk show, there's some singing, like religious. But then the rest of it's pretty much like, it's Johnny Carson except,
Jim Baker. Uncle Henry, is that his name?
I think, yeah.
Hey, Jim.
His Ed McMahon, he had an Ed McMahon. I tell you what, most churches across the country, you won't get you a congregation that much, but get you an Ed McMahon preacher. Sit there and just,
They don't have, preachers need co-hosts.
It just on PTL Club. That's one of the reasons I watched it, because of him sitting there with him. It's both of them.
When I go to church,
they both love the Lord. I mean,
sure. It's not a contest.
Yeah.
Jim Baker didn't win.
No,
he didn't love the Lord the most. He's just a lot more telegenic than.
Well, he's still preaching somewhere. Jim Baker, he found the good Lord again after his troubles. I think.
Sure.
He prayed and got forgiven. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still around. Look him up. Actually, he's in Branson. Jackie, one of our Twitter friends, informed us that I think he does his show from Branson now.
Well, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
I didn't know. This is a good clip of what we're about to describe to you. I didn't know we were just doing PTL Club clips. I thought we were just doing any clip of the week.
I thought there's so many good PTL. I don't know who. I guess PTL Club putting it on the computer, but it looks good. It looks like brand new, like I watched it when it came on TV.
It's a Criterion edition of the PTL Club.
It's good. You just get on there, and that might as well just sum up. We ain't got to do PTL clip a week for the next couple of weeks if you just say get on there and look at all of them. Because it's hours will go by if you got hours sitting
they
around.
got so many Christmas specials up there.
But the one that we're talking about, this one, is old Mickey Rooney.
Oh, yeah. You're going to want to see. I guess they went through the archives and they pulled out their special guests, celebrity guests, every time. The biggest celebrities. And
Colonel Sanders?
Colonel Sanders and Mickey Rooney. And the Mickey Rooney clip, there's no Jim Baker on it.
Well, I don't know if he was in trouble or just sick or whatever, but everybody else at Tammy Faye Baker is running this. She sings a song and then goes down there. And then Mickey Rooney's wife sings a song. She comes on there and sings, and he tells some stories. Old Mickey Rooney, he crazy. He loves the Lord, as far as I can tell.
Sure.
On there, he's a religious man.
One point at that time.
At that time in his life, who knows what's going on in his head now? Nobody know. But on here, he's crazy, but he still talk about Lord, and this. He tells a story about seeing an angel come into his life.
Oh, that's a good story.
That's the best story. I think that's like 5. Well, I can't. It's
35 minutes. If you go look up Mickey Rooney PTL Club and go to about 35 minutes in, I believe.
All of it's good, but
it's all good.
If you just want to hear this story
of Mickey Rooney,
because it's supernatural, it's something, it make your hair stand up. Yeah, X-Files. I guess that's what it's. Ghost on there, right? Angels and Ghosts.
Oh yeah, Ghosts.
X-Files. Yeah, something like that. I remember when that was on. I didn't watch it, but.
Well, you may be mixing it up with I met an angel, touched by an angel.
What?
Touched by an Angel on the X-Files.
That Touched by an Angel's good. Also, Highway to Heaven. That's just kind of the same show, just made it a woman.
Well, women need to meet angels.
No, the woman, she was an angel on there.
She was an angel.
There are women. The point being, there's women angels can do just as good as men angels.
Who were the women on Touched by an Angel?
What?
Who was on Touched by an Angel? Who was that?
I can't remember all the names. I know Michael Landon because the Little House on Prairie is on Highway to.
That was Highway to Heaven.
But
Victor French.
Yeah.
It said
Touched by an Angel though wasn't it? It was a woman angel, wasn't it? I can't.
Yeah, it was a woman angel.
But doing the same thing, just helping people, this or that.
Just helping people.
She dressed a little nicer than Touched by an Angel. She looked nice. She wore makeup, looked nice. Michael Landon and
Victor French.
They just looked like they wanted up road crew.
They wouldn't let Michael Landon on no road crew with that hair.
Well, I guess not. But the clothes he was wearing is
clothes,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Not him, yeah.
Roma Downey was the woman's name, and Della Reese also on Touched by an Angel.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather hang out with them, to be honest, than Michael Landon and Victor French. I don't know. You know what would be fun? Double date.
But the point being...
all four of them.
Now, Mickey Rooney, he might have actually been on one of them shows. Maybe on here he just had a flashback to being on one of them shows and told this story, because the story is just hard to believe. When people say they see angels, usually I think you on drugs or crazy, because I ain't never seen no angel myself. I ain't saying there ain't angels. Sometimes you can kind of feel an angel put a hand on the shoulder in a certain situation where you think right or whatever.
Situation? Like what situations do you feel
how
angels?
to bury a loved one, things like that.
Yeah, sure.
Whether to pull a plug on stroke or not stroke, but coma,
Birthday parties.
Yeah.
Like big life events.
Things like that, you just feel a presence. But as far as seeing, angel wings, heart, all that stuff, yeah. Or Michael Landon, or Touched by an Angel, nice looking lady. I would just think that's a nice looking lady. I wouldn't think that's an angel.
That's how she gets you on there.
Well, angels, they trick you for the good. They, just for they gonna help you in the long run. But sometimes the angels don't always do what you want them to.
Sometimes you got to trick you for the good. Sometimes a trick ain't just a good prank like I like to pull.
No, they didn't prank people. That's the devil doing that. Angel trick you to help you.
Angel trick you, devil prank you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a Wonderful Life. How he tricked him into thinking he's dead.
It's not a prank because it's not funny. Devil will at least get
he
some
wasn't
laughs
laughing. He's crying his eyes out. What do you mean funny?
Everything terrible.
Yeah.
Really not that bad.
But he wasn't real. He just tricking him. And then he showed him then he, went back up to heaven, got his wings, all that stuff. Went back. In that movie is space more than heaven. Is the stars twinkle and this and that. They up in the space.
When I was a kid and I watched Superman, I thought the Kryptonian villains were in heaven because I got that idea from because every Christmas we'd watch Superman and It's a Wonderful Life together, back to back. So I thought the Zod, he's just up in heaven too.
Wow.
Like an angel. It looked like they just up in...
Why would an angel come down from heaven to beat Superman up? That don't make any sense.
I thought they were going to... I didn't think they was angels. I thought they were just dead, like the angel in
I could see...
It's a Wonderful Life.
That don't make any sense to me. I could see thinking they might be angels because that's the only thing it could beat. Even though Superman funny book, it ain't real, but the only thing it could beat Superman up would be an angel, I guess. Or, yeah.
Are there angels in the new Noah movie? Did we?
I don't know. I won't see that. I people are mad about it, this or that. But I want to. Let's talk about macaroni, and we'll talk about Noah after. Hang on. I won't talk about.
You seem like a perfect segue. Yeah,
no,
so
I
Mickey
don't.
Rooney let's just rush through it. Mickey Rooney sees an angel in Lake Tahoe where he's performing with Van Jones and Mac Davis.
Yeah.
And Angel tells him, Jesus loves you, Mr. Rooney.
Angels.
Nobody else seen it.
Angel is well, you got the sound on the phone, don't you?
Okay,
See if
let
you
me
can
set
play
this
that.
up. It's
He
my
says-
ringtone.
You said it as you what?
It's my ringtone. So when my phone goes off, I hear Mickey Rooney telling the story about
That'd be
meeting an
good,
angel.
to make when your phone rings and hear the uplifting story.
So let me set the stage a little bit so then we can talk about Noah. Mickey Rooney's doing a show in Tahoe with Van Jones
Mac Davis.
and Mac Davis.
Yeah,
He's
that'd be a good show, too.
That'd be a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. What'd you do in Tahoe? I seen Mickey Rooney, Van Jones, and Mac Davis. Like, what?
Yeah, maybe won $300 on top of it. That'd be...
Like, they wouldn't even be able to print tickets for that because at the printing press, people would just be gathered around staring in amazement that this bill even existed.
That's show business right there.
That is damn right, Jackie. That
Yeah.
is showbiz.
Yeah.
So,
But see, you would think it'd be a bad... But see, in this situation, show business to me always liberal mess, drugs, and this and that and whatever. But Mickey Rooney sets it straight and tells you his experience in show business.
if you
with
got
these
enough
fellas.
angels, even if you are in showbiz, if you get visited by enough angels, they're going to make everything kosher.
Oh, yeah?
Kosher, not in the Jewish
No,
sense.
not that way. That's
No.
different.
So they're eating breakfast, him and Van Jones, and I don't know if Mac Davis was there. And they're eating breakfast, and well, I think that's a good place. They're eating breakfast. Mickey Rooney's telling this to Tammy Faye Baker on the PTL Club. They're doing this show. Let me see if this will play. Let's see how this
Just
sounds.
see if it playing on the microphone.
And we're talking, etc., and this and that. And a busboy with a white coat and totally golden hair.
I don't know if y'all can hear that. He is approached by a busboy with a white coat and
Golden hair.
What did he say? Let me see if I can play it again.
It looks like an angel.
And totally golden hair.
I think he said he had totally golden hair. And he says that nobody else sees this golden hair.
Because he asked about everybody, said, did you see that bus boy? You know who I'm talking about. And
Totally
they said,
golden hair.
yeah.
Yeah, totally golden hair.
And nobody knew. Nobody saw.
With Bobby Van and a
Bobby-
couple of other people that we knew that had come up and were talking, etc., and this and that. And a busboy
Uh-huh.
with a white coat
Yeah.
and totally golden hair.
So he sees a busboy with a white coat and totally golden hair. And he says nobody else really pays attention. It's like, did they even see it? And busboy's like, Mr. Rooney, Jesus loves you very much.
Yeah. That's what it was an angel. It wasn't
White
he
coat.
saying it was an angel.
What?
Not a, but I don't know which, I guess just like Don Podge disguise themselves.
Right.
In some,
I guess an angel come down and is like, well, if I just show up here with my harp and my
yeah.
cape or whatever, people are going to say, it's just going to be pandemonium. Look, an angel. Look, an angel. Angel's got to go in the back, slip into a busboy uniform, slip out on the floor. You know, supervisors may be like, who is that? But It doesn't matter.
You think he'd stand out the hair that way.
Well, totally golden hair.
But it could have been. Now, that's one way you could say it could have been, but it could have been It's Wonderful Life. Nobody else could see that angel, remember?
Well, Mickey Rooney said nobody seemed
saw
to
him.
notice
So
this.
he was just dressing up like a busboy just for Mickey Rooney, nobody else.
I guess just for Mickey Rooney. He'd done the curse where nobody else could see him. But just so that Mickey Rooney wasn't too alarmed, he went and put on the busboy outfit too. I guess. I'm not going to presume to know what goes on in the mind of an angel.
Well, or Mickey Rooney is mine for that matter.
Either one.
But the war, as they say, the Lord does work in mysterious ways. In an angel curse of that nature, you don't know what it's.
You don't know what it's gonna. So anyway, so Mickey Rooney after breakfast, he's like, it just really touched him that somebody came up and said, Jesus loves you, Mickey Rooney. And so he
made his day.
Right.
Yeah.
Although it seems like celebrities would hear that a lot from insane people. But I don't know.
He said he knew in his heart. Now, you got to go watch this on
he says the
computer.
hair stands up on his head. And
yeah.
He makes a bald joke, self-effacing.
He knows it was an angel. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. Well, I don't want to call him a liar.
The twist, Jackie.
Yeah.
He goes up to the damn whoever runs the buffet, and he says, "Hey, I need to talk to that bus boy." And they're like, "Which bus boy?" He says, "The bus boy with the totally golden hair."
Yeah.
And they say, "Mr. Rooney, you can take a look around there."
Yeah.
We have no bus boy.
He
like
probably
that.
looked around too. He said, Mickey Rooney ain't wanted to trick, he would have looked around.
I'm like, line them up.
Yeah.
Line up every bus boy. I want to see who told me Jesus loves me. And they probably did it for a star of that caliber.
Was not one there with that golden hair like that. Yeah.
They're probably mostly Latinos.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's the clip of the week.
That's the clip of the week.
PTL clip of the week.
Go in.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney on the PTL Club. If you
Tammy
want to
Faye
hear
Baker.
that story,
Angel story. And you may not have been able to hear it too good on here, so make sure you listen to it on there. It's good. It's something else. Yeah.
Totally golden hair.
Yeah.
Somebody's calling me.
What?
And a couple of other people that we knew that had come up and were talking, etc., and this and that.
I'll just play this one more time.
What?
And a busboy with a white coat, and totally golden hair.
So that's that PTL clip of the week. So
yeah,
just
we didn't really
week,
do it justice on here. You need to
you got to go listen to it.
Look
35 minutes in for the angel story, but you may just want to hunker down with a plate of cheese and crackers.
It's
and
an
some
hour's
milk.
worth. It's an hour's worth of
Watch a whole
good
show.
PTL
Tammy
entertainment.
Faye comes out and she sings a song, and I think she mentions it's the word crippled in the song, and then I think she sings it to a lady in a wheelchair. That might happen.
It does happen, yeah. Back in, they didn't have
spoiler
these
alert.
PC stuff like
No,
they do
no
now.
PC
She
police.
meant well, though. See, that's what
Sure.
people would jump on her today if she did that. People be all over. But the song had cripple in it. It's an old gospel hymn. It sings about Jesus helping cripples. And she went over there to that woman in the wheelchair. I won't call her cripple. I ain't going to do it because I know you're not supposed to do that today, even though my wife is incapacitated like that. And, you make jokes, all your old cripple, this, but
What?
it's joking, meaning her, but
Oh,
anyway.
a prank. That's
well-
how you pull pranks on her.
Well, she winks and knows what I'm saying. Anyway, but this is
I
not
have
the,
a special. I
this
gotta
is not
say.
a private relationship like this. This is some woman they just wheeled up to watch PTL. you
Yeah,
know.
and-
but you could tell when she went to sing to her about the cripple and Jesus, the woman in the wheelchair is happy to have her there singing with her.
I'd say she's uncomfortable.
Well, just live TV is nervous for everybody. Don't matter wheelchair or not.
guess.
Yeah,
I mean-
get jitters no matter who you are.
Sure,
What happened
maybe.
to you. Yeah,
That's possible.
yeah. But the intent was good by Tammy Faye Baker on
Sure.
there. Yeah, and I'm sure the intent was good for Mickey Rooney to tell a story about angels.
Oh yeah.
But since we tell stories about angels and things,
I do want. Can I just say one more thing about the PTL clip of the week? If y'all go listen to this, turn up the volume on your computer real loud because there's a point when Mickey Rooney's telling this story about Bobby Van and the Angels. I think it's right around the time he's talking about Mac Davis being on there. He does something. It sounds like some change falls out of somebody's
I
pocket.
think that's what it is. Yeah, change just rolls out of his pocket.
If somebody's got better eyes or ears than me, can figure out exactly what's happening right at that moment. That's just fascinating to me. Just live TV and somebody change fall out. Why does Mickey Rooney? It seems like you take the change out of your pocket.
Well, you know how he's short and stocky. You know, you sit down a certain way and change just roll out of your pocket because he's shifting and moving like he does.
Right, and he probably wanted to keep change on him because he never know when you go on a Fresca or
back in it was a phone call.
Bag of Gardettos. Yeah, maybe he need to call his manager and see who won't work with him now. So that's the PTL clip of the week. You won't get on the computer, look that up. Mickey Rooney on the PTL Club. Maybe next week we'll do just a regular clip of the week.
I think it's PTL clip of the week.
All right, just PTL clip of the week. So let's see what PTL clip. If y'all find any, send them to us. We appreciate any suggestions you have for the PTL clip of the week. Send them our way. We'll be happy to take a look at them.
Oh yeah, I like PTL. It's good entertainment. I think it's a shame things turned out the way it did. I ain't saying that, but when it was on,
it was a show.
We didn't know
it was a Tonight Show, then Laugh In, then the PTL Club.
It's like the Tonight Show didn't have guests like Mickey Rooney, Colonel Sanders on all the time.
No. Johnny Carson wouldn't allow it.
Well, yeah.
He ran a tight ship.
That's his attitude out there. That's fine. I like PTL Club.
All right, so we're 50 minutes in. We've done the sponsors. We've done the PTL clip of the week.
I want to talk about Noah. You brought it up.
Time for the news, and Noah's in the news. #1 movie, Jackie.
Is it #1? Did it open up?
I think it opened at #1.
Now, see, I ain't seen this, so I ain't one of those people. Now, there are certain movies I ain't going to go see. I don't care what you tell me. Oh, you can't judge that movie. You can't talk about it that way, unless you go see it. But there are some movies I'm just not going to see. I don't care what you say. I just ain't going to see it. I'm not going to go. What was it? After Earth? What is it? Him and his little boy.
After Earth?
I'm not going to sit through that.
Why
don't
not?
care. Because I just don't like space.
Well, he fights animals in it.
Well, made-up animals, this and that. I've got Animal Planet for that, and that's free. Comes on my TV. It ain't free, but it's cheaper than a movie. But there's certain movies like that, or something that's supposed to be just filthy. Something that's just supposed to have language all in it, whatever. I ain't going to go see that. If I hear it's people know what I like. They come in and recommend the movie. They go, Jackie, don't go see that, And I ain't going to see it either. I ain't going to sit through it. I don't like sitting through it right here with you. So I ain't going to go see a movie like whatever's got language in it like that. There's all sorts of them. I wouldn't know how to name them all. All those.
Wolf of Wall Street. I tried to show you that.
I ain't going to watch that. Don't try to show me that.
But Noah, are you saying Noah's full of cussing and you won't
go
see it?
No, I ain't saying that. There's all these people. Now, there used to be a time when the preacher said, don't go see that. You knew who to listen to. If Billy Graham said, or, whoever, like Jim Baker before things went down, you knew who it was. Nowadays, on a computer, I don't know how many preachers, churches, this and that, raising a fuss over it. I know for a fact old Glenn Beck, he ain't a preacher, though.
No.
He ain't. He gets...
Sort of.
He gets to crying. He's kind of like
cries.
Pentecostal, shaking and talking crazy.
But he's a Mormon. He ain't a Pentecostal.
Well, I ain't putting down Mormons or anything. But
are there Pentecostal strains of Mormons?
I don't know nothing about it. I know they eat almonds and can't have coffee. Don't eat candy. I know that. That's good. That's good healthy diet. Other than that, they seem like nice people, smiling, happy all the time.
I guess it's because Jesus, he was over there in the cradle of civilization, and he probably followed the Mediterranean diet.
Well, that's whatever
it
was.
Then when he appeared over here, he just sort of brought that with him. I don't know anything. I'm assuming a lot here. We don't mean to spread lies. I don't know if we have any LDS.
What?
followers. Is that what you call it? Latter-day Saints.
I
We
guess,
always say
something like that,
Mormons,
yeah.
but they say we're LDS.
And a lot of people pick on Mitt Romney, this and that.
Uh-huh.
I had an issue with Mitt Romney.
Freedom of religion in this country.
That's
buddy.
right. I didn't have no problems with him being Mormon. Like I said, all Mormons I know, there's a couple come in here, blonde, good looking, bring all those kids in here like they want the candy, but they can't have it. You know, we give them the peanuts, things, pets, or whatever.
That sounds like
that.
a stereotype, but it's true. Blonde,
They're a nice couple. They're a nice family.
handsome, nice.
Cheerful, nice as can be. And all kids behave. They're good kids. But that's all I know, so I can't say nothing else about that. I don't know what. But the Mormons, so they don't believe in Noah at all, right?
Mormons don't believe in Noah. No,
I guess
think
not. If you say Glenn Beck, he's mad about the movie. And there's church groups mad about this movie. And I won't see it because it's a story. Number one, I'll say it, even outside of being a good Bible story, it's got animals. Now, Lord knows I love animals. And in this one, you're going to get to see everyone that walked the earth at one time. 2 each.
Do you think they go to great pains to point out every animal that ever, or do they just show a lot of different animals?
Well,
Just
isn't
kinda
it
crowding
long? They
on
say
them?
it's a long movie, like a big epic thing or
So
whatever.
you think there's a section of the movie where Noah is just checking off each animal?
A
as it
list,
comes
yeah.
in? Like, he's got
I'd watch it. And that's the other thing about this now. Russell Crowe's, I don't care if he's in that movie at that time, but you think that's when it's happening, that sort of thing. He plays old-timey stuff better than anybody. Old Russell Crowe's. I like his Gladiators. He's
You like Russell Crowe on a boat?
That's one of my favorite ones. That's like a real boat from that time. On the boat, I like him. Firefighter, Russell Crowe's. That's one a good one. I remember. What else? A boxer. He's a good boxer. But what he does, Russell Crowe's is just makes you believe that's what he is. Usually, if it's old timey, I don't know about if he played somebody
Like a modern day boxer.
now. Yeah, like next door neighbor or something like that. That ain't gonna work. Nobody gonna see it. But if you put him in old timey stuff.
Right. If he was wearing modern boxing shorts, you'd be like, oh, that's not believable. But you put him in like some sepia tone boxing shorts, you're like, okay. I can see that.
He'd make you believe it. Yeah, he's good at that like that. So I won't see this because I know Russell Crowe's is no. I'm gonna believe he's got all them animals on that boat and everything else. It's gonna be good to see. Now that's my thinking.
You think this is just like we bought a zoo, but with more God in it?
I would hope so. Yeah, and we bought a zoo ain't in the Bible. That ain't in the Bible. Noah's in the Bible.
No, they didn't have zoos in the Bible.
Good Lord, it ain't like Lord come down and told him to get a zoo and fill it up with animals.
No.
This-
There may have
that's-
been some kings in the Bible that had like captured peacocks and kept them like another king's peacocks and kept them in a cage, like a peacock
Well, yeah,
cage. as a
gifts and
trophy.
things. Yeah, what trophy?
Or
gift, something
slaves,
like-
also slaves probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Bible, though, there's all these church groups, this and that, and I don't know how they know because a lot of them were saying this before the movie come out that nobody's go see it. I don't know if they read about it or this or that or just have bad. I don't know who made it. If they mad at that person, I don't
Well,
know
let
why.
me tell you this. I just pulled this up, Jackie, on my phone. The New York Times story about Noah being number one.
Yeah.
It says, like, audiences are didn't have a good cinema score. That's when they ask people, hey, what'd you think of the movie? And they go, B. You know how you do when you leave in a
Well-
movie. You're like, you grade it automatically. I give that a C. So it's kind of got a soft cinema score. But I did want to say that Richard Roper, you remember Richard Roper said on there, Ebert and Roper?
Yeah,
He says, this is a Noah, Richard Roper says,
Roper.
who likes the movie. He says, one of the most dazzling, unforgettable biblical epics ever put on film. He says, this is a Noah for the 21st century.
Now, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Because that wasn't before 21st. That just not when it happened. Like you said, Russell Crowe in old boxer shorts.
Uh-huh.
Russell Crowe in new boxer shorts. No, don't see that. So I don't know what Noah dressed like in the trailer. It looked like he got on Bible clothes to me. He looks like Bible clothes.
I don't know if you want a rebooted Noah.
I want the story as is.
Bible clothes. Now, listen to this. Glenn Beck, you just talking about him. Here's a direct quote from old Glenn Beck. If you are looking for a biblical movie, this is definitely not it.
Well, see him.
He's a detractor.
Now, did
So
he
Richard
like-
Roper likes Noah, and Glenn Beck does not like it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what the New York Times.
I am conflicted like this, because I know some church groups you'd figure they're dying to take people to the movies. Cola Christian cinemas can only run 2 movies at a time, So they see that the first week it come out. They'd love to take church groups out to go see movies. Church goers like movies as much as anybody else. But now they're conflicted. They don't know. I ain't saying I'm a church goer like I should be, but one half is saying it's good. Richard Roper say good. Glenn Beck say bad. I don't know what they're going to do. I guess
they banned it in some countries, Jackie.
Well,
Indonesia and a number of Middle Eastern countries.
Well, they don't believe in that anyhow, do they?
No, they do. They believe in Noah so much that they banned a movie about him because Noah is a whatever. Is he a prophet?
I thought good Lord just told me going to flood the world. Get all animals on there. That's what I remember the story.
And animals don't talk. We've already established that. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet, but there's no talking animals in it.
In the movie, yeah, well.
I don't know. If somebody's seen it, let
I've
us
always
know.
seen Russell Crowe on the boat movie, so now on the Ark, it's going to be good. Everybody, like I said, when I look at the thing, got Bible clothes on, and then what you show me on the computer, just trailer or whatever for, show a bunch of snakes and all animals loading up. Now that makes me want to go see it.
So that's really what you're looking for in a Noah movie is Bible clothes.
Well, yeah,
and animals.
Well, in that story, there better be animals. Yeah, you
Sure,
don't need that
important.
many. I like 10 Commandments. There's some animals in it, but they ain't. It ain't got all the animals in it. Like
if you're
Noah's
looking for
supposed
a
to.
Bible story about animals, Noah's pretty much it.
That's the best one.
There's
yeah,
a whale.
There's animals in the Bible of 4 horsemen. The
Sure.
end of the world revelation. There's 4 horses, but 4 horses don't add up to every animal in the whole world on the boat. And there's animals everywhere. Jesus run spared the devil in the pigs. So there's animals through it, but all the best part of the animals, with Adam and Eve, the snake. I know snake was devil, but still, snake, that's an animal, yeah.
I guess we're just gonna have to go see it, Jackie.
Well, I don't want to see something blasphemous. Nobody said it's just blasphemous yet, or it's awful. I don't think there's no cussing in it, but I'm conflicted. I don't know. I don't want the good Lord to look down and be disappointed in me for going to see Russ Crowe's Noah.
Well, maybe the good Lord would just think that you were trying to make up your own mind.
Well,
and then we can report back, and if it's awful, we can warn everybody away from it. And we can probably write that off on our taxes.
Well, okay, yeah, I'll go see it.
So keep the receipt, we'll put it in a sack and give it to Don Podge to destroy.
All right, I'll go see it, yeah. We'll go see it next week, I guess.
So Noah, and what are we?
Well, Noah, man, now the Pope must not like it. See, now
Pope
he's
wouldn't
religious.
meet with Russell Crowe.
Hey, Russ Crowe wanted to go, I guess, get his approval, whatever, stamp of approval. I don't know how that works when you make movies like a Bible movies. Who you answer to? That's the point. I was like, who? I don't know. But he went to go see it. Pope wouldn't. He said, no, I'm busy, whatever. Wouldn't let
But
him.
now they're making a movie about Moses, and Batman's playing Moses.
Batman.
What's his name? Play Batman.
Oh, one
You know how he
growl.
talks.
Yeah, mad one. Yeah.
Batman.
Batman, yeah.
That's his voice.
Yeah.
Did you hear it? Batman. You know how
That's how that new. I don't like
That's
that
a
new
new
one.
Batman.
But he's
That's how
going to
he
be
talks.
Moses. I ain't going to listen to Moses like that.
Well, he may not talk like that.
Well, he talks different ways, different movies. I give
yeah,
him that.
he's right now. He's working on his perfect distracting Moses accent. It'll be great. He's really gonna. I hope it's like a high.
He ain't old enough. How old was Charlton Heston Moses? He put on a beard. I know he wasn't that old. I guess Batman put on a beard too. I don't know. Don't seem like it's so soon to come out with that. We still got Charlton Heston Moses. Let that one, let us enjoy that one for a few more years before
70 years old, Jackie.
Well, that's the one you go to. If somebody said, I want to see a Moses movie, what you going to put on?
That one.
That a cartoon?
Oh, yeah, cartoon. That was a good one.
There's a bunch of different cartoon Bible stories. I don't know how many of those.
VeggieTales.
Now, I like him. That's funny because make you hungry.
So I don't understand. So the Hollywood keeps making Bible stories, and churches are like, I don't know about
They
these
get
anymore.
mad at it because
They
now
get mad, but they also keep making in church, like Holy Christian Cinemas, like the movie Son of God, and God is Dead. They keep making Christian movies, and only church people go see those. Somebody's got to get together like Mel Gibson before he went crazy. He made a movie everybody went to see, church
everybody,
and
but
regular.
that still made people mad. I guess you can't make a church movie that don't make somebody mad.
But he made that money, and that's what's important.
Well, yeah, he got more money he didn't know what to do with.
So maybe the Pope will meet with Batman. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, you find out who he likes better. Gladiators or Batman, one of the two. Maybe he don't like Russ Crowe. You know, Russ Crowe got a reputation for hitting people, knocking people down, things like that. Ain't supposed to be. He plays old-timey as good as anybody. He's the best one, but he ain't supposed to be a nice fella, I don't think.
Well, that's showbiz.
I guess. I don't know, Pope. If it went to the Pope for what is it? Is he Catholic? Russ Crowe's?
I doubt it. He said everybody that hated Hollywood Noah movie was stupid.
Well, he ought not do that.
So we talked about Noah, Jackie. I guess is that all it for the news? We're an hour and 5 minutes in.
I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm conflicted. I guess I'm going to go see it. If we're going to write it off, I will go see it.
Maybe we'll get Don Podge to go with us, and he can wear one of his disguises.
Well,
probably not the Snoopy one, if he gets that together in time, because he wouldn't be able to see much out of it. But Charlie Chaplin he can see out of, and homeless
he
person.
just got a mustache on.
Yeah.
Hat.
Cane. Will they let you in a movie theater with a cane?
If you cripple, yeah. I mean, not cripple, just handicap. Hurt. Yeah. Hurt, you say. Can't even say handicap now. People get mad at that. Hurt. We just leave it at that.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in to the podcast this week. And rate, review it. Get on iTunes. And what was that? Did you hear that noise?
I did. I don't know what that is. Just tearing up.
We either heard something in our headphones or it made it onto the... Y'all heard it, too.
I don't know what that was. Scared the hell out of me.
This is when you get on there to rate and review it, don't mention like all these technical problems. Just keep that between us. It's a secret. We're trying to help us.
Let people discover that on their own, yeah.
A lot of times people on YouTube and on these things say, even if you don't like it, it helps. No, don't. If you don't like it, don't review it. Don't give us a bad rating.
Oh, tell us if you like it. Just say thank y'all for what.
That's all we want to hear.
We don't deserve no thank you. I ain't saying that. Just let you know.
No, you don't have to get on there and thank us.
No, don't thank us. Just say.
No, we have to thank you
for listening. Yeah.
I don't know if you won't get on there and thank us. I'll take it. I'm not going to turn you away if you want to thank us.
I didn't mean to ask for it. Is what I was trying to say.
You shouldn't.
I wasn't saying say thank you. I just said get on there. If you listen, say whatever you.
But if you want to thank us, we'll take it. Well, we're happy.
I'll gladly say you're welcome.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if you don't like it, don't don't get on there and do it. Just find something else to do with your time.
Yeah.
But if you like it, definitely go in there.
Tell your friends about it, neighbors or everybody. Tell them, You know,
you go to Taco Bell or Wendy's and they give you your receipt. They're like, hey, call that number on the back and tell them you got great customer service. You might win an iPad or $500. This is like that part of your transaction at Taco Bell, except we don't have any prizes to offer you.
No.
But we would appreciate whatever it was we were saying before.
Support, I guess.
Yeah.
Not thank you, but support. Just
But thank you, fans.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, thank you kindly.
Listeners, thank you so much.
All right, maybe we can all go see Noah this week and get on here.
If you've seen Noah, let us know what you think about it on the Twitter or the Facebook.
If you're a church-going person, let us know if it's blasphemous.
And if you are not a church-going person, let us know if it made you feel guilty.
Yeah. Either one of those, yeah.
Did it make you want to get back in it? Did you have a Jesus moment at Noah? Were you like, I gotta get back into church? Did it cause you to unbackslide? Let us know.
Well, no matter what's in it, if it does that, then I guess that's worth somebody's time. Makes them think on those things.
If Noah saves just one soul, isn't it worth all the hubbub?
Yeah.
Can you take animals in to see it?
What? Can't take animals into the movie theater. What are you talking about?
I don't know.